Spiritual Messenger here with your new Empowered Moments video for the week of Monday, July 25th through Sunday, July 31st, 2022. For this week's Empowered Moments video, I'm really excited. We get to use a new deck here to get messages for the collective. This is called the Universal Tarot Deck by Floriana Nativo and Christina Scagliati. So that's going to be the main message. The special message card, depending on your stone of choice this week, is going to be coming from the Star Temple Oracle deck. This is by Susie Cherub. You know, it dawned upon me when I was setting up for today and have the new tarot deck to use. And I have only used the Star Temple deck a few times, but it's a really great deck. And I thought, you know, I should do some videos on YouTube just kind of showing you the cards of some of my decks. I know a lot of people do that, right? Where you just kind of get a kind of a go through of each and every card. You get to see them. It doesn't take a whole lot of time or whatnot. If that's something you'd like, if I have time, I would love to do that. So just let me know if there's any interest. Maybe I'll pick a few decks and we'll do kind of a look through. So anyway, this week is so important and so busy. There's a lot going on astrologically. One of the things going on is going to be a new moon in the sign of Leo. I love Leo energy. I have a moon in Leo and 2 other planets in Leo. So I love this energy, but also because we are in the midst of Syrian Lemurian activations and getting closer to the 8-8 Lion's Gate portal. So we've kind of been in the opening of this portal energy for a while. Again, maybe that's something I can do a separate video on. But because we're having a new moon in Leo this week, let's start this video with an empowered moment based on that new moon energy. So let's take a deep breath. Close our eyes, relax our bodies, clear our minds of all thoughts, and just ground into the present moment. This time, this place, the room you're in, where you're sitting, and visualize in your mind's eye that you're surrounded in golden yellow light. It's kind of the color of Leo energy ruling the solar plexus chakra, that golden yellow light. If you want to see it as golden white light, that's fine too. And as you're surrounded in this golden yellow or golden white light, imagine that you're breathing this in deeply into every cell of your body. Take a deep breath. Breathing in that activation energy of the solar plexus chakra, your center of personal power, willpower, confidence, courage, leadership, and action. Taking a second deep breath, breathing that in. And as you exhale, and each time you exhale, you're letting go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs. And as we lead up to this new moon in Leo, which is in the middle of the week, the first few days is a time of releasing, letting go, and healing as we're in the dark of the moon phase. Releasing, healing, and letting go of what we no longer need to carry energetically. So let's call in assistance to assist us and help us and guide us to release, let go, purge, and transmute what we no longer need to carry physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Let's breathe that in deeply. Relax even more as you exhale. And then after our new moon in Leo occurs this week, will be a time of new beginnings and planting new seeds in the area of Leo, creative self-expression. Imagine that you're planting seeds in your spiritual garden of what you would like to grow, what you would like to manifest in this cycle of Leo creative energy of new beginnings. And calling in the assistance of those of the highest vibration of light to assist in the growth process of these energetic and creative seeds that we're planting. And with that intention in mind, let's take a deep breath and breathe that idea, that essence of energy, deeply into every cell of our bodies. Exhaling, letting go, relaxing, and having the Leo confidence that your seeds of creative self-expression will grow, and having the courage to take the action needed to nurture those seeds to grow. Having the willpower, the personal power, the sense of empowerment needed to take the next step on your path. One last deep, healing, cleansing, balancing breath, breathing that in. And as you exhale, and in your own time, when you feel ready, you can open your eyes and return back to this time and this place. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the crystals that you get to choose from for that special message a little bit later. Okay, so these are all special intention pendants, my creative energy, my creative project with the crystals and stones. And here we have what's called tangerine aura quartz, also known as sun aura quartz. Now, this is wrapped in gold wire, is it? Looks like silver wire. I think I might have it wrong on my piece of paper. But it's Reiki infused with the vibration of the number 3, the number of joy, happiness, abundance, and expansion, the energies of the sign of Scorpio, sign of sensuality, sexuality, clairsentience, and personal power. The activation and balancing of the sacral chakra, the chakra that rules creative self-expression, passion, and sexuality. And infused into this one is the energy of Archangel Haniel, the archangel of increased intuition and healing abilities, and who is known for her connection to moon goddess energies. Okay. All right, let's put that one down. Let's go to the next one. The next stone of choice is amber. And this amber is clearly wrapped in silver wire. And it's Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 8, the number of success in business, career, and finances. The energies of the planet Pluto, planet of taking back and or owning our spiritual power. Activation of the solar plexus chakra for courage, confidence, and willpower. And the energies of Archangel Michael for protection, releasing of lower energies, and moving forward on the next step on our destiny path. Okay, and then the last one is sunstone. The sunstone is wrapped in the gold wire. It's Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 8, number of success in business, career, and finances, and the number 3, number of creativity, joy, and positive communication. The qualities of the sun for leadership, independence, and positive self-identity. The energies of the sign of Scorpio for mystery, clairsentience, and self-empowerment. Activation of the solar plexus chakra for courage, confidence, and willpower, and the sacral chakra for passion, vitality, and sensuality. And this one has the energies of Goddess Lakshmi, Goddess of good fortune and abundance, and Goddess Pele, Goddess of passion and heart's desires. Okay, so we got a lot of that kind of sun, solar plexus, sacral chakra energy going on with these. And again, we've got the tangerine aura quartz. We've got the amber. And we've got the sunstone. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the astrology for the week. Like I said, there's a lot going on. We're going to start on Monday the 25th with Venus in Cancer challenging Jupiter in Aries. Now, Venus rules love and that heart chakra energy of nurturing and receptivity and attraction. Venus rules relationships. She rules money and finances. She rules our values and how we value ourselves. And she's in Cancer right now. Cancer is all about the emotional body, how we feel. It's about nurturing. It's about listening. It's about intuition and instincts, guidance. It's about home and family, especially home and family. And so the challenging aspect to Jupiter rules our belief systems. What are your beliefs about all of these areas that Venus in Cancer rules? Where might you need to expand into a new and more positive viewpoint or perception or way of looking at things? Jupiter rules expansion. So Jupiter might expand the sensitivity of Venus in Cancer. She's already very emotional and sensitive, especially again in regards to home, family, or emotional security, which can include money and financial security. So Jupiter's going to expand us either into positive ways of looking at that or anxiety and some drama energy. So which way do you want Jupiter to expand you? And again, look at your belief systems regarding how you feel about yourself, how you feel about those matters. Jupiter might expand some sort of situation or circumstance that deals with a relationship in our home and family, which can include a significant other because they're a part of our family, right? So again, that's a challenging aspect. So there might be a little bit of oversensitivity, over emotional situations going on. On Tuesday the 26th, Mercury in Leo is challenging or squaring Mars in Taurus. So here we have another challenging square aspect. Mercury rules the mental realm, our thoughts, ideas, perceptions, communications. In Leo, he's confident and strong and courageous and loud and boisterous and creative, very creative with his ideas, but will take charge and be a leader as far as directing and communicating with others. Now, the square, the challenging square to Mars, can bring in some disagreements. It can bring in some frustrations. It can bring in some arguments. It can bring in just negative thought processes and perceptions within ourselves. Mars is the activator planet, ruling energy, action, and forward movement, but he's in Taurus, so he's feeling a little frustrated right now as his energy has been kind of slowed down a little bit. So Mars, when it's in Taurus, can kind of build up this frustration energy, and that challenging square to Mercury can just kind of explode out with some of what it is that has been on your mind that maybe you can't contain anymore. And well, let me go to Wednesday, and then I'm going to say something about Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. On Wednesday the 27th, Mercury moves on, and it's in a connection to Chiron, the wounded healer, ruler of past life wounds. Now, this is a trine connection, so it's a positive connection supporting our healing as far as our mind and our thoughts and our perceptions, but still it's a connection to Chiron, which can sometimes bring up again these old wounds or old subconscious, difficulties or patterns that we're needing to heal and release. The good thing here is that it's a supportive aspect for that healing to take place, for positive communication with others to take place, for us to come back into a sense of confidence and a sense of positivity within our self-identity. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we're in the dark of the moon phase, because on Thursday we have the new moon. So in those first 3 days, as we're in the dark of the moon and some of those difficult aspects are transpiring, this is where a lot of purging and healing and releasing and transmuting of lower energies can be taking place. Things are going to come up and they're going to hopefully move out. But there might be a lot energetically, spiritually kind of going on here during the first 3 days. Now on Thursday, again, we have the new moon. There's a couple of things happening, but first we have the new moon at 5 degrees of Leo. Again, Leo rules creative self-expression and leadership, and it rules children or the inner child. It rules wanting to have fun, but it also rules affection and wanting to get what it gives. In other words, Leo is very loving and affectionate and kind, but it wants to receive that recognition and attention for that kindness. It wants to receive something in return. We have to recognize that Leo energy. But the new moon is about new beginnings. So planting those new seeds, those creative new seeds, because Leo is all about your creative gifts and how you're expressing your creative gifts out into the world. And this new moon is in a positive trine connection with Jupiter, that planet of abundance, prosperity, blessings, and expansion. So these creative, fun-loving, joyous-filled, light-filled energies of Leo with this new moon can be expanded upon, can be made bigger, which is a wonderful, beautiful thing. And not only is the new moon in a trine to Jupiter, but on the same day, Thursday, Jupiter is turning to retrograde motion at 8 degrees of Aries. So the new moon's at 5 degrees Leo, fire sign Leo. Jupiter's at 8 degrees of fire sign Aries. When a planet is stationing or stopping to turn retrograde, it intensifies the energies of what that planet is all about. So Jupiter's magnanimous energies are expanded. Jupiter's abundant and prosperous energies are expanded. Jupiter's blessings are expanded, but also his tendency to exaggerate or go into drama, that can also be exaggerated as well. So be sure that you're paying attention more to expanding into the positive abundance, prosperity, and blessings. And then also on Thursday, Mercury and Leo. Mercury has been quite active here so far, but Mercury and Leo, ruler of the mind and our thoughts and our ideas, perceptions, and communications, is challenging Uranus, which is the Great Awakener, the planet that rules sudden and unexpected energies or happenings, something that comes in out of the blue and all of a sudden, surprise energies, shifting energies. Uranus rules freedom and liberation, so wanting to break free of whatever feels like is holding you back, right? So here it's perceptions. If there's perceptions holding you back, old thoughts holding you back, certain communications with others that aren't going anywhere holding you back, Uranus is going to want to break free and break loose of that. And it can break free and break loose in communication too. So again, if you're holding on to something that needs to be said, that Uranus aspect on the day of the new moon, on the day that Jupiter's turning retrograde, is probably just going to allow you to kind of blurt things out a little bit. And it might be something that shocks or surprises other people. Again, you might get some shocking, surprising information or messages or communications from others as well. Or you might have an epiphany or an aha moment. As Uranus is the Great Awakener, it's going to awaken the mind. And even though this is a challenging aspect, it might be one of those epiphanies or aha moments of a long time pattern that maybe you've been operating under or holding on to. And all of a sudden you have this, oh my gosh, this is what is happening. This is what I've been doing. It's time to release this and let this go. We're going to skip to Saturday, the 30th. Mercury in Leo, again, is now opposing Saturn in Aquarius. Now, whereas Uranus frees and liberates and awakens and brings in these quick, sudden, unexpected energies, Saturn limits, Saturn restricts, Saturn brings delays. Saturn brings karmic lessons. So now we have, again, the mind and our thoughts and our perceptions possibly being limited and restricted by Saturn. Now, Saturn is known as the great teacher of lessons. So probably the biggest thing here is, what lessons am I learning? And because this is an opposition, Mercury in Leo opposite Saturn in the opposite sign Aquarius, it's probably going to play out with other people in your life. Conversations, communications that is playing out with others to where you're having these learning moments of getting something, where you need to take responsibility for your own thought processes and how you're perceiving things in your life. So remember, Saturn's trying to teach you something in a positive way so that you can take responsibility, move through the lesson, let go of the lesson, and move on. And then on Sunday the 31st, the last day of July, right? So we're going to get ready for an August monthly reading here pretty quick. But on Sunday the 31st, we're back to Venus, still in Cancer, and she's now challenging Chiron. Remember, we started out the week with Venus in Cancer squaring or challenging Jupiter. Now Venus in Cancer is squaring or challenging Chiron, the wounded healer in Aries. So again, there might be some, wounds, lessons, difficulties, challenges in the home and family arena, or with our own emotions, how we feel about ourselves, what we value in our lives, something that's being brought up in a challenging way so that we can heal that and let that go. Also on Sunday, we have the Sun in Leo making a positive trine to Jupiter in Aries. So again, from that new moon, that trine Jupiter, right? But it was 3 degrees apart. Now by Sunday, they're in exact connection to one another. Of course, they're both in different fire signs, but now they're both at 8 degrees. The Sun is at 8 degrees Leo, Jupiter's at 8 degrees of Aries, and has already turned retrograde. So how do you see yourself? Jupiter being about our belief systems, and now it's turned retrograde. So the energy is internalizing. We're looking at our internal beliefs about ourself and self-identity and self-confidence and where we want to grow or where we might need to grow still. And in the realm again of Leo, creative self-expression and leadership and taking charge of our lives and wanting to have fun and enjoy ourselves as we move forward. But this is a very positive and auspicious connection because Jupiter rules blessings. The Sun oftentimes can kind of activate some blessings as well, especially because it's in fire sign Leo. The fire is passion and creativity and inspiration. It's spiritual energy at play. So also on Sunday the 31st, and this is going to go into Monday the 1st of August, so we're going to cheat a little bit and bring this up because it's very important. On Sunday the 31st and Monday the 1st of August, we've got this triple conjunction happening with Uranus, the Great Awakener, Mars, the Activator and Warrior, and the North Node, which is a fated point of destiny, ruling a future path, our future way forward. So as those 3 things are coming together, Mars is going to activate some sort of change or redirection, which Uranus can be famous for. We might free ourselves all of a sudden from a situation, a circumstance, a relationship, or we might be just freeing ourselves from a mindset, a perception, a belief system. Might be freeing ourselves from physical energies that have been weighing us down. So there might be like a physical purge. I mean, you never know what you're going to get with Uranus. Uranus says to expect the unexpected. And again, the North Node in the mix says that this is something fated, destined, meant to be. There's something that's happening here on a universal cosmic level. And because it's all in Taurus, it might have something to do with money or finances, our values or what we value or how we value ourselves, other personal resources, which could be time, connections with other people that we're working with, perhaps. There's a lot of different things that we could call our personal resources, possessions, things that we have, material items. So look for something happening in that realm here as we end this week and move into that's a lot going on astrologically. And there's a lot going on with the card messages from the universe this week as well. So we've got like a total of 6 cards instead of 3. Each of the 3 spots has 2 cards to it. So let's go ahead and see what the messages are from our angels and guides with my new deck, the Universal Celtic Tarot. All right, so the first card is, they're smaller cards, so I hope you can see them. This is the 2 of Wands. Now, the suit of Wands is the suit of the spiritual realm, the creative realm, the inspirational realm, right? Fire is spirit. So the number 2 can mean that we're connecting with other people on a one-on-one level in this creative, inspirational, passionate sort of energy. But sometimes too, I often think of when I see the 2s come up is that we could go this way or that way. We could choose that path or this path. We could make this decision or that decision. And look at the image here in the background. This is the 2 wands right here. It's almost like this thing that says, do you want to go down this road this way? Like this is a signpost to go this way, and this other wand is a signpost to go that way. And considering we have, again, such strong energies this week, and the new moon and Jupiter retrograde, and that Uranus, Mars, North Node coming together, it really could bring this need to make a decision or to choose a direction or to choose a path. I always like to say that if you need to make a decision or choose a path and you're not sure if you're making the right decision or choosing the right path, please don't worry. The universe will assist you. In other words, maybe you make a decision to go down this particular path, but then all of a sudden you're met with obstacles and challenges, and then this other path that you didn't pick, all of a sudden things come up to say, you know what, you should be going down this path. So that's one way that the universe might speak to you. Another way is maybe you need to choose this particular path for a short time because there's some sort of lesson in it. There's something you need to learn, or maybe you need to learn to trust your intuition, and your intuition was saying to choose the other path, but your logical mind, for whatever reason, was saying, well, there's more, say, monetary security over here, or this makes more sense. And you chose that one. It doesn't mean that after a couple of months of exploring that you're not redirected, or that you can't make a different decision or a different choice and go back and make that different decision or choose that different path. So I just want to make that clear. But the 2 of Wands here is like, we're balancing and weighing pros and cons, and we're maybe needing to make a decision. Or again, maybe we're collaborating creatively. That's a whole nother way to look at this, right? Because this is creative energy, passionate energy, fire energy, inspirational energy. Maybe we're collaborating in a project with another person. Oftentimes the 2 of Wands, even though there's only one person in this deck, but this can mean that we're in collaboration with another. Now, this woman here in the 2 of Wands, she actually has 2 baskets here. So maybe she's got gifts and talents in 2 different areas. Maybe it's not about making a choice at all, but maybe it's about merging the 2 various aspects of life, the very different gifts that one might have, and to kind of merge it into something that will work together. So a lot of different ways to look at here, the 2 of Wands. But again, it's fire energy. We're in Leo season, so that makes a lot of sense. But let's see what came out with this card. All right. Okay, it's another Wands card, but it's the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Wands. We've got some dragon energies here. We've got 3 dragon energies. We've got a person down here holding 2 wands, and then I'm assuming that each of these dragons represent yet another wand to make a total of 5. So the number 5 numerologically can be about chaos and confusion, which usually the 5 of Wands can be that. It can be that there's so much going on, it's overwhelming, it's chaotic, there's confusing energies, there's sometimes maybe even fighting or discordant energies going on. This can also, though, be about juggling a lot of creative projects, juggling a lot of creative and inspirational ideas and energies, and needing to somehow bring enough of a focus in, because the 5 sometimes lacks focus. Bringing enough of a focus in, and you can see where these dragons plus the human being here with the 2 staves, they're all coming at this center fire creative energy from a different direction. So if we can all come together, or all the aspects of our ideas or energies can come together to focus in the same direction, then a lot of things can be done. A lot of things can be created and inspired. And this again might be juggling certain energies to bring something to life. To me, fire is life. It's that life force energy. But again, it can be this idea of too much happening at once and feeling overwhelmed, especially those first 3 days of the week. We're in the dark of the moon, and we've got those couple of challenging aspects going on. Now, there's a couple of positive, at least a couple positive things going on astrologically, but there's also some discordant things. So I think that's just this. I think that this is part of the purging. And fire, fire can transmute and purge, right? The fire of transmutation. So I feel like before the new moon, we have this opportunity to purge and transmute some of those discordant energies from this 5 of Wands. All right, let's look at the next couple of cards here that came out. Okay, wow, this is great, and not surprised to see the Sun card, right? Because we have a new moon, meaning the moon and the sun are both at 5 degrees of Leo, creating that new beginning, initiation, planting new seeds energy. And this is a fire sign, Leo, the sun. The sun rules Leo. So again, not surprising to see Major Arcana 19 here with the sun. This is shining your light, the brightest and the best that you can. It's like rise into your confidence, rise into your truth, shine your light, show your creativity, show your strength and leadership. To me, this wonderful buck here is showing his strength and leadership. The antlers here are about perception. It's about claircognizance, right? These antlers are part of the claircognizant, opening up the crown chakra to higher dimensional energies, information, and messages. But this is strength, leadership, take charge, right? Be a leader. And look at all that abundant green energy, right? In the forest, and we've got trees, and we've got this beautiful sunny sky, the lush greenery of the forest. So this is a very positive indication. The sun is about success, usually in business and career. It's about, again, shining your light out into the world. And so I think that with this new moon, that's the initiation of this energy. Shine your light out into the world. What seeds can you plant now to get you to that space of shining your light out into the world? Let's see what card came out with this one. Okay, another major arcana, but this one is major arcana 12, and it's the Hanged Man. So now we have the greenery of nature here, of the Hanged Man hanging upside down from a tree branch, which is his usual. But look at all the beautiful, colorful energies around him, right? The Hanged Man usually means there's a pause, that we need to wait a moment or stop and look at things from a different perspective. Shift our perceptions to look at something from a different angle, right? If we were right side up, we would see the world and view the world from a particular perspective. But if we stand in our head, or hang upside down, like the Hanged Man, we're going to see things differently. So whatever's going on in your life, and maybe whatever's going on within you, you need to look at it from a different angle, from a different perspective. And usually this would be from a higher perspective, a more spiritual perspective. And the Hanged Man here does have some sort of a like greenery thing going on around his crown chakra. So again, this is a higher perspective that we need to look at things through. The green heart chakra, through unconditional love. We need to see through the eyes of unconditional love. We need to see through the eyes of spirit. Look at all this like little shining blotches of light going on here. Now the pause, that previous sun card and the new moon, right, with the creative, inspiring, leadership-oriented energies that we're planting these seeds for. This might mean that there's, I don't want to use the word delay, but there might be a pause here for a moment. There might be more clearing and healing to do. There might be something timing-wise where universal timing has to be set up in such a way so that things unfold a little bit better for us. That might be part of that North Node, Mars and Uranus thing that happens a little bit later, but that's just an activation point, right? So it might take a few weeks, I'll say a few days, a few weeks, or a few months for whatever the sun card is all about to kind of transpire. And it dawns on me that look at the colors around the Hanged Man, the golden yellows, the kind of orangey red. That feels like fall colors to me, right? And I know that you all on the other side of the world, you're kind of at the tail end of your winter time period, and then you're going to be going into spring. We here in the Northern Hemisphere are at the tail end of our summer and going into the fall. So whether this is fall for the Northern Hemisphere people, that things can start to unfold and transpire, and it's the same timing for people in the Southern Hemisphere, even though you are going to be going into spring. Or it might mean for you all in the Southern Hemisphere that you're waiting a 3/4 of a year cycle to get to this point. But I'm going to stick with everybody like within the next 1 to 3 months that we're starting to move out of the pause or delay energy, and we're going to be able to more fully move into the manifestation of the sun energy. Okay, let's look at those last two cards. I know this is a little long video because we had lots of information. So the last of the two cards here, or the first of the two cards, this is the King of Pentacles. Now, it's interesting to see a Pentacles card here, right? But the King is the authority. The King is the leader. The King is the king. He's in charge. And what is he in charge of? In the suit of Pentacles, he's in charge of his career. He's in charge of his business. He's in charge of his money and finances. He's in charge of his personal resources. He's in charge of the material realm, the material world, okay? And he looks very, he actually looks very happy. You know, he's got kind of a smile on his face. So it feels like there's abundance and prosperity that's manifesting here. The Pentacle suit is about manifestation of the material realm. He's holding a coin. He's sitting on his throne. He's got golden yellow light all around him. He's got a smile on his face. He's prepared for this abundance to come in. And remember, the Taurus energy of the North Node, Mars and Uranus, Taurus rules the material realm. So not surprising, we have the King of Pentacles here. I hope the last card that goes with the King of Pentacles is a positive one, indicating again this influx of manifestation. Now, abundance can be more than just money and financial security, but it could be that too. Manifestation of your goals, manifestation of business projects. You know, there's things that are going to start to manifest here. And again, it has to do with things other than, although it can include money and finances, but it also has to do with other material manifestations as well. Let's look at the last card that goes with the King of Pentacles. Ooh, I love this one. This is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, the number 3 is about growth, expansion, inspiration, creative self-expression, and we're in the wand suit, the fire suit again, which again is inspiration and passion and creation. So this is good because this can indicate a lot of growth and expansion on the material realm. The number 3 can also be about learning or teaching. So some of you may be teachers and you're needing to teach other people. So this might be an indication or a message for you to get out there and start teaching and sharing your ideas and opinions and talking to people and forming groups of like-minded people to talk to. This could be maybe that you need to learn, because the 3 is about learning too. You could maybe need to brush up on something, take a class, read up on something that you need to learn to further your business ideas or business goals. You might need to expand your mind, in other words. Expand your mind in some way, shape, or form. Now, this particular person, look at that, he's walking forward down a path, and he's got all this creative inspiration, spiritual messages, spiritual guides, spiritual support lighting his way as he walks down the path toward who knows what, right? But towards something good. And here at the end of this path, there looks like a little doorway, like a little portal of energy. And what a great way to end that portal of energy as we move into the 8-8 Lion's Gate, which will be towards the end of next week or the beginning of the week after in our weekly Empowered Moments video. So be sure to stay tuned and find out what those messages are all about as well. But this has been a good reading for the most part. A little bit of clearing and healing and releasing going on of some discordant energies. And a pause, a little bit of a delay, but a lot of positive, inspirational, supportive, spiritual energies that are assisting us in moving forward on our path. So let's go ahead and quickly take a look at our special message card depending on our stone of choice. So we're giving this a little shuffle. The first stone is the Tangerine Aura Quartz, Tangerine Aura Quartz. Special message, Tangerine Aura Quartz. This one, it popped up from the bottom, didn't it? Father of the Sky, Father of the Sky. That's, to me, this very Uranian energy of God source energy. Uranus rules the God mind, okay? Uranus rules the God mind, which is why it rules claircognizance and these kind of inspirational epiphany kinds of energies and flashes of insight that comes in. It says, Father of the Sky, God, I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. Oh, I'm laughing because there's somebody that I just sent a message to via email recently, and we were talking about this kind of pain in the muscles in her neck and her shoulders, and we talked about carrying the weight of the world or responsibilities on the shoulders that can cause this kind of tightness in the neck and the shoulders. And I almost said this very same thing. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. I release it and let it go. Give it up to God. Give it up to the universe. Ask your angels or ascended masters or the healers of the light to take it up and away and just kind of release it and let it go, especially the first half of this week. It's time to open up to the cosmos, open up to all that is, open up to all that could potentially be. There's a lot of wonderful, great, creative, magical, mystical energies here at your beck and call. So open up to that, surrender to that, release all of the rest, release the earthly stuff. You don't need to carry it anymore. I'm going to put that back in the deck. All right, for those of you that chose the amber people, special message for the amber people. Special message for the amber people. This one's calling my attention in the middle here. It says the moonstone star. The moonstone star, passion. Wow, look at that. That's really sacral chakra energy if I ever saw it. It says, I am entering a portal of euphoric love. Well, Leo is all about that inner child. Leo is about the solar plexus chakra, really, but it can also involve that sacral chakra energy and passion and creative self-expression and just opening up to that sensual sort of energy. The Moonstone Star. I don't think I've ever chosen this card ever. The Moonstone Star, passion. I'm entering a portal of euphoric love. So just be in the Leo lion love. Leo is, Leo loves affection, right? They love to give affection and love, but they also like to receive affection and love. That's what that Leo energy is about. So on the new moon, open up that portal of euphoric love energy, because as that unconditional love is showering down upon you from all directions and dimensions of time and space, it's going to activate blessings. It's going to activate magic and miracles, because when we're in a state and immersed in that unconditional love of the universe energy, great things happen. Great things start to manifest because you're at a higher vibrational state. You're in this state of love, right? And that's what's going to attract. Love attracts blessings. So move yourself into that space. Okay. And then for those of you that chose the Sunstone people, special message for the Sunstone people. This one's calling my attention here in the middle. Gateways of light. Well, 8-8 Lion's Gate. 8-8 Lion's Gate. Gateways of light. It says infinite. I have unlimited access to the divine mind. Well, that's Uranus again. Going back to Uranus, ruler of the God mind energy. Ruler of a direct connection to God mind energy with all of the knowledge and wisdom and information and messages from the cosmos. So practice opening up your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is the gate between that higher universal cosmic mind and your kind of human mind. You could even say your higher soul self mind, and then to your human mind. So this is what we want to do. We want to open up those gateways of light. This has a wonderful man and a woman coming together, and they're surrounded in this kind of cobra-like transformative death and rebirth energies. So I don't know if that has anything to do with relationship or something going on in relationship. Now there is a big full moon behind them. So in 2 weeks from the new moon, we will have a full moon. So there might be something transpiring here in that 2-week period of time from the new moon to the full moon, where you're opening up to the infinite gateways of light and having unlimited access to the divine mind, to divine messages, to divine wisdom and knowledge, which also translates to receiving direction for the next step on your highest and most important destiny path. Okay? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all so much. Thank you for your support, your love. Please check out my Facebook page, check out my website, go on there and check out, I'm having a tarot class. I'm just kind of giving you a heads up. If you're on my monthly newsletter, you'll get information about it, but I'll be starting a beginning tarot class September 10th. So just kind of a heads up on that too. In the meantime, sending you so much inspirational, joyous, love-filled light until we see each other next week and or next month for the monthly August reading. Love to all of you and many, many blessings. Namaste.